We're live.
What?
We're live.
But Adam isn't here.
We gotta start.
Alright, give me a second. I'll just do the intro. Alright, guys, welcome back to the No Bumper Podcast with your host.
Whoa!
Adam 20. Adam 20.
This intro is the only thing that brings me happiness other than starting fires.
Adam 23.
You know who the last person who stole my intro was?
No.
X.
Who?
Exactly.
Oh. Alright.
Second thing you stole from me, other than Hello. Welcome back to the No Bumper Podcast, or as TV calls it, 60 minutes plus 9 minutes of interview. It's the third hottest Latino rated podcast with the host named Adam23 and me. Our guest today will be Isaac Newton. Isaac, it is the 27th of February 2019. I mean, what year do you believe it is?
So let me check my smartphone really quick, whatever that is. Don't believe those are invented yet. 1705.
1705. Great.
Yes.
Before we start, can I offer you a beverage? We got a fridge stocked full of juicy juice.
Do you happen to have regular juice?
How dare you insult me like that?
I just figured, like juice, and you're putting the adjective juicy in front of it, it might just be slightly too much juice for one beverage. Alright, you know what? Controversial topic on the air. I brought my own drink anyway, so I wouldn't have accepted.
What would that be?
Not mercury. It's got a very nice, non-metallic, fluid, non-metal taste, and it's not harmful or toxic to drink.
That's great. Oh, I heard that stuff also, increases your intelligence. Is that true?
Yeah, I actually drink it all the time. That's the reason I'm so smart.
Explains a lot. Now let's just hop straight to the interview.
Alright.
The question that is on everybody's minds is, when did you start getting all these great ideas to steal, to conjure up gravity?
Gravity, yes. Okay, so we should bring it back to my early childhood. So I did not grow up around my dad. He left 2 months before I was born.
I would leave
three
too
with
if
my
my son
mom.
stole work.
What? I just didn't hear what you said.
Oh, no, I was just saying, from my personal standpoint, I would also leave if I knew my son would steal work.
But I wasn't born yet. How would my dad know anything about my
It's
potential?
just hypotenuse, it's just hypothetical.
Okay, well, he was dead, so how would
Lucky
he...
him.
Alright, well, when I was 3, my mom left with another man, and I was left in the care with my grandma, and I stayed with her for just under a decade.
Oh.
Yeah, so shortly after I turned 12, I went on to elementary school, and I lived with a man named Clark.
Oh, what was his profession?
He was actually a pharmacist, so he had a pretty large chemical library and a laboratory, so he let me mess around and experiment a little bit, and that's where I grew my love for science, at least where it started.
Is that where you started inventing things?
Yeah, actually, he had a daughter, and I would invent things for her, such as I had a floating lamp I made for her, I had a little windmill that would power when you had a mouse run on it,
Oh,
little things like that.
it's nice. You have a sweet side to you.
Yeah, a bit
I
like
mean-
Fig Newtons.
You have to show it when you steal other people's work.
No, I don't steal work, but let's continue.
Alright, so after that, where did your academic career move on?
So I did go to college for a little bit. I had to briefly stop school after my stepfather died, but I ended up going back to college when I was 19 in Cambridge, and I got a bachelor's.
I couldn't get your master's.
A terrible plague swept England, devastating thousands of people, and they had to shut down the school, but that's besides the point.
Sure it wasn't because of plagiarism?
I believe it's plagiarism, and that's not a real word.
Alright, fair enough. So, this was around 1666. Is this around the time where you started thinking of the laws of motion?
Yes, actually, laws of motion and gravity. The Apple story you probably have heard in history books that haven't been written yet. They're all based on that, and that happened. So that's where we get things like seat belts and quantum physics, whatever that is, as well as airplanes, which have also not been invented yet, and I don't know what they are.
So I'm guessing that's from your third law of gravity, is where these airplanes and seatbelts come from your first law of gravity.
Yes, I just find it quite strange that there would be a seat belt. Like, how would they combine a fashion item with something that you would sit on? I mean, I would assume that they would be for your pants or your cloak, but
I don't know, I'm not French.
yeah.
Thanking God, I'm not French.
Amen to that, brother. Let's carry on.
Let's carry on my wayward son. Alright, so, year 1666.
Hmm?
This is where I heard you start getting interested in optics.
Yes, that is true.
Yeah, and I heard you wrote a little book. What was that book name?
Principia.
Principia.
Yeah, very nice book. Gave me depression.
Ooh, how'd that happen?
Books make people depressed. You realize stuff and you're like, shoot, life kind of sucks. And, I received a lot of criticism for my work around the same time with my telescope on top of the book and just got the best of me. And I got very sad.
I guess that telescope wasn't so good.
It was pretty great, but, it just received criticism.
Yeah, no. Where's the telescope now?
Probably still around in 300 years, although I wouldn't know because that's not right now.
I'm gonna look this up.
What's looking something up?
Oh, sorry you understand that. Oh, apparently it's still being used as a current model.
Still being used as a current model all the way in 2019?
1705.
No, I thought you looked it up
Good point.
and you could tell that it was used in what is very, very far in the future.
Alright, so after the book Principia, where did you move on with your work?
I worked on some optics. That's where I really started with the telescope and what is the extremely futuristic model that is still used in 300 years. And it was with concave mirror.
Concave.
You would look through it through an eyepiece, and I submitted this model, and it was widely accepted, although it received a lot of criticism.
Is that how you managed to look through my window and see my work? I mean, let's just keep going on. What else did you invent?
There's not that much else that I invented. However, I did come up with a certain number of things. I came up with some theories and thought processes and such.
Could you name a few? Wait, it's room temperature. Why is that solidifying? It's not mercury.
It's definitely not mercury. No, of course not. I would never drink mercury. That sounds like a foolish, stupid thing to do. So calculus. Yes. Is there a problem, Adam?
Let's go on.
Okay, great. Calculus, as you can surely tell because it hasn't happened yet, calculus is the major point of depression in many high schools across America, wherever that is.
It also is the fall and the rise of my depression.
Awesome. You should see a doctor. That should be affordable through healthcare, whatever that is. Anyway, yeah. It helped Einstein, whoever that is, develop the theory of relativity, whatever that is. So, plenty of things that haven't happened yet that might not happen because I don't know anything. Except what's happening now. So, yeah, plenty of things done.
What else does calculus do?
It helps our economic standpoint, which is not currently ours because it's 1705. And the whole Einstein thing I said, it shows birth and death rates and how to stop or over or underpopulate our nation of not America. Are you alright, Adam?
No, I'm not.
Why not?
I am also not having rearranged the letters of Adam 23.
ATOM 2 3. Gottfried Wilhelm Leibniz?
In the flesh, Newton.
But how?
Not only did I invent calculus, Newton, I also invented the time machine.
But why?
I'll tell you exactly why, Newton. Whenever people think of Newton, they think of the inventor of calculus. And when they think of Leibniz, what do they think?
Wait a second. People don't think of me when they think of calculus. They think of the laws of motion, gravity, figs, telescope.
No. Point being is, Newton, I didn't just bring you here to interview you so I can make money. I also brought you here to kill you.
Why would you come to here to kill me? Why wouldn't you just go back to when I was a baby?
Huh. Didn't really think of that. But the point being is, Newton, it's time for you to get ready to die!
Wait. I got a history project to work on right now. How's tomorrow sound?
Fine, tomorrow it is. Let's shake on it. But Newton, in all seriousness, this non-mercury seems to be messing with your motor skills. You might not have noticed it, but you might have spilled a little bit of water. I feel like you probably go to rehab or something, man.
Deal. Now, for real though, I really don't see what you were saying about the mercury, not mercury addiction. I can stop whatever I want.
Alright, that's good. I care about you, Newton. Even though I want to kill you, I care about you. We care about you.
Appreciate your concern, brother.
Isaac Newton! Didn't expect you to show up.
What, to my own house?
Enough with the chit chat. Let's get down to business. Yes. Thanks.
Here, just act like you broke it.
Okay. Ah!
Wait, why the turkey seed?
I don't know, comedic purpose or something.
Why would you need comedic purpose?
I don't know, why not?
Did this bird fall over?
Yeah, fall on the ground like yell.
Ah!
And then cut there.
Think you can steal my intro and my calculus?
Wait, you're not actually supposed to hurt him.
Really? What's the point of this project?
Prepare to get fried, cockbride!
The XY intercept equals pain! Calculate this, Newton!
Gottfried Wilhelm Leibniz? More like Gottfried Killam Leibniz?
Newton. You understand why you love apples so much? Quite nutritious and delicious. But what you don't understand is the gravity of the situation you've got. It's over, Newton! Now the history books remember my name as the inventor of calculus! Now it is my turn to rise up!
What goes up must come down. Goodbye, Gottfried.
What? What do you mean? No. No! 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 Isaac!
My life is living in riddles, I'm riddled with all these feelings. I literally live in prison, am I sinning and giving to little issues like swimming in prisms, reflecting sin in his vision. I'm even death and submission, I'm clinging left in this cliff. Now I'm holding my fingers about to go, and I'm hoping that this won't be the end of me post-mortem. I'm slipping, can't hold on, my grip is not forced off, can't hold on any longer, feeling like about to go off. Situation hopeless, don't see where the